Yo, what is good? Hopefully, okay. So, probably not gonna react to the whole thing. Probably not gonna react to that actually. But look, so as you know, the NBA draft is tomorrow. Pretty excited about it. So it's gonna be a pretty good draft. But yeah. Okay. There you go. All right. So.
It's how would I?
So, I'm gonna cover everything that has happened today. I mean, we already did that. So there is this right here. The New Orleans Pelicans traded CJ McCollum. Oh, I forgot something. I'm gonna post everything on my story. Oh yeah, let me just get everything up the way. Okay. My bad, I would just. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So. Um. Pelicans just became a playoff team. Cap. No. So the New Orleans Pelicans traded C.J. McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second-round pick to the Wizards for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the 40th overall pick. Now, do I like this? I don't like this for neither team. I'll be honest, because New Orleans, you're really not improving in much. I mean, we got a lot of scoring in that. Again, you got Zion, you got Trey Murphy for scoring, but Jordan Poole ain't a better defender than CJ. I can tell you that much. CJ's a whole lot of a better defender than this guy. But I could give him credit that they did get a score. So if Zion is injured, they got someone to now score the rock. Right? I like that. But aside of that, I think this trade was, I don't know, mid, didn't really move many, didn't really, give you like the, just didn't really scare me, I mean, again, especially the Thunder fan, didn't really scare me. Again, not really much of a good move. I mean, it's a mid move. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like that's like trading a cheeseburger for a hamburger. You know what I mean? It just like it doesn't really. I mean, it's the same thing. Just that you forgot to add the cheese. Now we got this. So Kristaps Porzingis technically got traded to the Hawks. Now I did say in my TikTok that the Celtics fleeced, which I didn't think they fleeced, but I think they did a good job. They got Niang, and they also got a second rounder, right? And not only that, but they eliminated a lot of money from their team. I think that eliminates them from the second apron, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. And Brooklyn just got a free player in Terrence Mann in a 22nd overall pick. I mean, I don't know what the hell they gave up. But they gave up they gave up Mann in a 22nd overall pick. And then Atlanta kind of did most of the talking. Again, Niang and Terrence Mann. I think Atlanta I think the Porzingis deal was good. It's good. Not great because, again, he's still an injury-prone player. He's been injury-prone ever since the Knicks days. So, again, I'm not really concerned about this. But if he does stay healthy with Atlanta, that's going to be a scary team. 100%. But, again, didn't really scare me at all anyway. So, yeah. Here, I think, so Kyrie declined his $43 million option and is going to sign a $119 million contract with the franchise for 3 years. Again, expected. Kyrie, staying, I kind of expected that. So it's only going to be $40 million in annual salary. So again, he didn't really get, I think he took less money actually, which is actually W from Kyrie. I like it. And then we got this last thing, is that the Celtics got incoming calls on Jaylen Brown and Derek White, and they shed $180 million in taxes over 24 hours. Wow. So we could be seeing Jaylen Brown and Derek White traded tomorrow in the draft. Wow, that's big. That's big. They're going to rebuild the whole team. That's crazy. After 1 year, it's crazy. Wow. And we're probably going to see more trades tomorrow anyways. We're going to see a whole lot more trades. Because, again, you got OKC. Boston wants to trade up in the draft. I mean, everyone wants to get a hold of this thing, of the draft. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on to the college football dynasty deep dive. So,
Hey, everybody, it's Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's copyright or not, so I'm turning it off. So, real coach is new. You can start your dynasty by stepping into the role of one of over 300 authentic college coaches. Okay? To ensure each coach and coordinator's authentic styles are highlighted, we completely rebalance archetypes and abilities and enhance playbooks. Okay? Over 2,800 new plays. So when you battle a CEO like Kirby Smart 1 week and a program builder like Lane Kiffin, the next you truly feel the difference on the football field. Okay? That's nice. I like that actually. I actually like that. Hire staff. Again, it kind of looks the same as the Culture Wall 25 dynasty, honestly. mid. That's nice. Trophy room, that's nice. Damn. No matter what. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Dynasty looks like, I mean, it looks kind of the same as last year. I mean, there's not really much that you can really do in Dynasty anyway, so it's whatever, honestly. We got this now.
A press conference to introduce some new personnel to the organization, and what their owner said raised some eyebrows. He randomly brought up the possibility of trading Nikola Jokic when talking about the second apron.
We're 2 years into the new collective bargaining agreement. You've existed in this kind of environment. I'm curious how your thoughts on the aprons have evolved over the last couple of years, and if the second apron is kind of serving as a hard cap.
An ownership perspective around the second apron, there was a lot of conversations last summer about KCP and us re-signing him and around the second apron, and we never really got any pointed questions about that, or at least I didn't. And it was a fascinating one because we really did every exercise looking through retaining him and what that meant under the new rules. I think that for us as an organization, going into that second apron is not necessarily something that we're scared of. I think that there are rules around it that we needed to be very careful of with our injury history. The wrong person gets injured, and very quickly you're into a scenario where that I never want to have to contemplate, and that's trade number 15. And so, we're very conscious of that pushing forward, and, providing the resources that we can when the moment arrives. But that second apron, is it a hard cap? I'm not 100% sure, but it's something that teams are obviously very aware of going forward.
You guys have obviously been around Nikola. You probably, I would expect, be looking to offer him an extension over the course of this summer. Do you expect to be offering that, and do you expect him to accept it?
We're definitely going to offer it. I'm not sure if he's going to accept it or not, because we're also going to explain every financial parameter around him signing now versus signing later. Be completely transparent. That's the way we always are. And then,
damn, so Jokic might get traded. Wow, that's... Bro, if Jokic gets traded, bro, then anyone can really get traded at that point, bro. Holy crap, that's not good. That's crazy. Oh, they're so nice.
This dashcam footage was captured in the early morning hours of May 2nd, 2023 in Browns Plains, Australia. In it, a white car can be seen traveling through a series of roundabouts before continuing on a straight road. Everything seems calm at first, but just 10 seconds into the video, something pretty messed up was caught by the driver's dashcam.
What messed up? What, the guy walking? Oh shit. Wait, hold up, bro. Hold up. She's just trying, bro. She's trying to get some money, bro. Hold up. No, hold up. Look at hold up. Look at this shit right here, y'all. Hold up. Look at this. And she literally, bro, hold up. I need to see this again. I need to be like the NBA referees. This one. Line of shit. Hold up, look at this. Stops. And boom. She forced that contact. She forced it. Again, that was caught by the dash cam. That was 100% for bro. Bro. Why the hell would you get on the road, right? Whenever you clearly see a car, and then no, and then well, she's trying to get the bread, bro. I get it, but bro, come on, man. That was.
Disturbingly, a woman can be seen crossing the street right when the car is going by and practically throws herself at the vehicle.
That's what I'm saying. She throws.
A couple of seconds later, a man rushes towards the alleged victim and tries to get the driver to stop. Though,
okay, this was clearly.
The driver had the common sense to drive away as fast as possible.
Yeah, W. Look, this was clearly her get. Look at this. I mean, bro, she literally jumped to the car, like, bro, like.
Had the driver been distracted or shocked by the incident, he might have made the mistake of stopping and getting out to see if the victim was okay. Fortunately, the man and woman's bad acting made it more than obvious that something suspicious was going on, and that the driver would probably have been in danger had he gotten out of his car.
Yeah.
It's hard to accurately gauge the intentions of someone crazy enough to launch themselves into oncoming traffic and put themselves in the line of danger like that. But according to the description in the original video, the driver initially thought that the whole incident was staged to pull off an insurance scam, in which the supposed victim and an accomplice stage an accident, fake a severe injury, and then exaggerate their claim to receive compensation for medical expenses from the insurance company. Although this was the driver's first thought, the reason he drove off so quickly was something completely different. Later that same morning, the driver reported the incident to the police and mentioned in his statement that even though it wasn't captured by the dashcam, as soon as the man on the side of the road rushed out to help the supposedly injured woman, a group of men could be seen emerging from the shadows and sprinting toward the vehicle from behind. Realizing the danger he would be in if he got out of the vehicle, the driver took off immediately to avoid a potential carjacking, extortion, or even kidnapping. According to the Browns Plains police station, an investigation was launched after the report, but the people involved were never found. It's unknown what would have happened to the driver had he gotten out of his car to assess the woman's supposed injuries, or even had stayed there a bit longer in his car. One can only assume that the men were trying to get him out of his car for some horrific purpose.
Fucking weirdos, dude.
In 2016, a YouTuber named Bear with Hat uploaded this alarming footage that he recorded on his phone in June of that year. In the caption of the video, the uploader explained that after leaving his friend's house in Keller, Texas, he noticed a white Dodge Challenger traveling closely behind him. Suspecting that he was being followed, he pretended to enter the I-35 highway but swerved onto a service road at the last second. To his horror, the white car then also swerved onto the service road and continued to follow him. In an attempt to shake off the white car, Bear with Hat made a sudden U-turn at an overpass and pulled over on the other side of the highway. When he saw the Dodge still following closely behind him, he sped off and pulled over into a turning lane in front of a hospital at the next intersection. That's when the white car stopped right in front of him with their left turn signal still flashing, and this is where things take a darker turn.
Yes. He gets out the car or something. Damn. But what is wrong with people, bro?
Just a few seconds after the uploader started recording to try to get the car's license plate, a man steps out of the driver's side of the Dodge and approaches the car. Another man who wasn't caught by the victim's phone was also getting out of the car, but the uploader hightailed it out of there before he could clearly catch him on his camera. In the description of the video, the victim also mentioned that if the man on the passenger side had not gotten out of the way in time, he would have ran him over and kept on driving. At some point during his escape, the uploader dropped his phone on the floor of his Hyundai Elantra to focus on the road and headed to a grocery store that he knew would probably have a cop standing outside. As soon as the driver of the Dodge saw him head towards the officer, he broke off the pursuit and fled in a different direction. Because of the uploader's well-timed reaction and quick thinking, we'll likely never know what the two men had planned for him that night, but judging by their threatening behavior, it couldn't have been anything good.
See, bro, look, this is the thing that people in, like, movies, like, should do, bro. Like, bro, if you literally see two motherfuckers hopping out of a car, right, and it's only you, people in the movie are probably going to get out and try to fight them. You don't know what the hell.
This footage was captured on November 2nd, 2014, and shows a car speeding down Highway 78 at around midnight. A few seconds later, the video shows the driver slowing down to avoid hitting a suspicious roadblock up ahead, consisting of just 2 traffic cones blocking the entire road.
Nah, bro. Go. Go.
As the driver brings his car to a stop, his headlights eerily catch the lower half of a man's body walking suspiciously towards his vehicle.
Nah, bro.
When he tries to drive through the cones, the man stands in his way, blocking the car's path. Sensing something is off, the driver immediately calls out to the man to try to get an explanation.
What's going on? Can I help you with something?
Yes.
It probably wasn't the best idea to engage with a man who put cones in the middle of the highway, but then again, they could have been there for any number of reasons. In the caption of the video, the uploader mentioned that as soon as he asked him if he needed help, he saw the man reach into his pocket, and that's when the driver decided to play it safe and sped away. According to the uploader, the man and his accomplice were later detained by the cops, but were somehow only charged with DUI. If the man had been given more time, it's anyone's guess what he would have done, but luckily the driver didn't stick around long enough to find out.
Man.
This extremely disturbing incident took place at about 7 a.m. on May 18th, 2021 in West Pensacola, Florida. In the footage that was caught by a nearby parked car's dash cam, an 11-year-old girl can be seen kneeling on the grass waiting for a bus to pick her up for school. A few seconds into the video, a white Dodge Journey circles around the girl, and although she notices it, she doesn't seem to be alarmed. Unfortunately, the man at the wheel of the Dodge wasn't just casually driving around the neighborhood as the girl might have imagined. Just a minute and a half later, the same white car pulled over at the edge of the roundabout, with the driver completely oblivious to the fact that his license plates were being recorded. Once again, the little girl turns her head and looks at the white car several times, but with no real reason to be afraid yet, she stays where she is. That's when the driver gets out of the car and does the unthinkable.
Man, this fucking waste of sperm, dude. Bro, man, this month, bro. I hope. Man, bro, look, man. Hold up. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm about to break character, bro. Hold up. Bro, this man running, bro, you are a waste of sperm, bro. You are a waste of sperm. I don't give a fuck. This man is, bro. Bro, whenever I have kids and someone does this to my kid, bro, I'm literally finding your play, bro, and you know what the fuck I'm doing after that. I am hurting you. This fucking weirdo, dude. Fucking piece of shit, bro. Man, bro, I want to say some things that I can't say on YouTube. But, bro, no, I'm not gonna say it.
In an act of pure evil, the man attempts to steal the girl and carry her back to his car. The girl bravely struggles against his grip, and eventually the man stumbles, causing both of them to fall on the grass.
Bro, to this man right here, bro, his mom should have fucking swallowed him.
After realizing his cover had been blown, the man runs back to his car and drives away. It's terrifying to think.
You have to understand my anger, bro. You have to understand. This guy is literally a piece of shit. Don't get mad at me. Don't come after me because this man's a piece of shit. Simple.
What would have happened to the girl had the man not tripped and fallen? But luckily his license plate made it easy for cops to track him down and arrest him that same evening. Later that night, the West Pensacola Sheriff's Department identified the suspect as 30-year-old Jared Paul Stanga.
Fucking piece of shit, bro. I hope you rot in prison, dude. Piece of shit.
According to the police report, he was armed with a knife at the time of the attack. It was also revealed that the suspect had a lengthy criminal history. During the investigation, police also found that the Dodge Journey he was driving had been freshly painted, most likely in an attempt to avoid detection. Disturbingly, 2 weeks before the incident, the little girl mentioned to her school principal that a man in a white car had pulled up to her bus stop and talked to her, but no actions were taken by the school to protect her. After the attack, Jared Stanga was charged with attempted kidnapping of a child under 13, aggravated assault, and battery. Luckily, the girl was reported safe, though obviously pretty shaken up by the events she went through that morning. On November 20th,
imagine being a grown-ass man and kidnapping people, bro. Bro, you must have
2018, a 24...
The things, look, this is what I mean, bro. The things that people will do for money, bro, is unimaginable.
4-year-old woman named Vanessa Donay sat in the back seat of her mother's Chevy Equinox with her 2-year-old daughter as they waited for Vanessa's mom to finish her appointment at a business center in Windsor, Canada. At one point during the waiting period, Vanessa noticed a suspicious man walk past their vehicle and stare at it for a little longer than necessary. Almost immediately after walking out of frame, the man doubles back around and approaches the car.
What the hell is that squirty bitch gonna do?
Excuse you! Get the mic!
With an alarmingly casual demeanor, he then enters the Chevy through the unlocked passenger door where he finds Vanessa and her daughter sitting in the back seat. Understandably terrified, Vanessa can be heard screaming at the man. Although the rest of the incident wasn't caught on camera, Vanessa reported that as soon as the man saw her, he gave her a disturbing smile, shut the door, and took off in his black pickup truck. After she reported the incident to the cops and posted the video on Facebook, some viewers theorized that the man had maybe just seen Vanessa's daughter, and thinking she was alone, he thought he could steal her. However, others thought he didn't see anybody and was just trying to steal the car. Just 3 days later, officers with the Windsor Police Property Crimes Unit saw the man drive a vehicle into a parking lot near the area of the incident. According to the police report, as soon as the man got out of the car and went into an apartment building, the cops followed and arrested him without incident. The man was immediately identified as 38-year-old Corey Oikel, and as it was later revealed, the vehicle he was found with was stolen, supporting the idea that he was only trying to steal Vanessa's car and not her daughter. Inside his car, the cops also found several stolen items from his previous car thefts, along with a bunch of random receipts that indicated the man had made fraudulent transactions using stolen property, as were able to connect 2017 in Thailand. On the morning of December 26th, a 32-year-old radio operator named Mana was looking down at his phone as he walked back towards his car from his radio office when he had an unexpected near-death experience.
Damn.
He walks taking a fraction. As he later revealed in an interview, the explosion at the core had captured a particularly disturbing incident in Oakland. The footage follows the woman driving down Skyline Boulevard behind a white Dodge Charger. The poor video quality could be due to the woman's dash cam or to a possible compression when the video is transferred to desktop, but regardless, this is the quality of the original video. Aside from the woman's car and the white Charger, there are no other cars in sight. Out of nowhere, the Dodge suddenly slows down in the middle of the road and stops at an angle, blocking the woman's path.
Come on now, quit around.
I'm gonna lie, bro.
No. Ah!
As soon as the Dodge stops in front of her car, the driver immediately realizes something is wrong and fear begins to set in. Unfortunately, nothing could have prepared her for what she was about to experience. After getting out of their vehicle, the two men rush at the woman's car and one of them begins banging on the window to make her get out. Although she panics and screams, the driver remains level-headed enough to step up on the gas and drive away. Fortunately, she was not followed and made it home safely. In a later interview, the woman, who chose to remain anonymous, said that she had been driving that route for 38 years and had never been the victim of a carjacking until then. Although no arrests have been made yet, the cops suspect that the same two men who attacked the woman may be linked to other carjackings in the East Oakland Hills area, and they plan to continue investigating until they find the men responsible. The driver ultimately made the right choice in speeding away. Had she given in to fear and stepped out of the car, a carjacking would probably have been the least of her worries. This footage was uploaded to YouTube in 2016 by a man named Michael Bouchard, who mentioned his dashcam captured the following incident in Denver, Colorado as he was driving home from work one day. Keep your eye on the semi-trailer that appears in the left-hand corner of the screen.
I'm not a hero.
Too bad you think you are. Look where they keep bringing you the gift.
Part of what pulls these disparate neighbors together and does the same thing in films like John Sayles and others who make movies about communities is that these folks, although not impoverished, are stuck where they are without the wherewithal to move. Wealthier folks could change their circumstances.
As the semi travels through the overpass, the driver approaches the curve a bit too fast, causing the truck to tip over and nearly fly off the overpass from Interstate 7 a bit too fast. As the semi
without the together and does the same thing in films like John Sayles and others who make movies about communities is that these folks, wealthy
the curve 70 time, causing hunt incident, traffic was backed up for miles on both highways as the truck was towed and cleanup crews removed the beer that had fallen on the northbound lane.
Please take care of your kids, bro. Look, The parents in that third video should be like responsible, dude, because, bro, you're letting your kid, bro, you literally just go out, bro, like, bro, no. I gotta be with my kid at all time, bro. All times. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we know who's gonna draft number 1, right? Cooper Flagg. Yeah. Number 2 is pretty clear also, Dylan Harper. Number 3, I'm pretty sure that the only guy that's for number 3, I'm pretty sure is gonna be VJ Edgecombe, only guy. And then here's kind of where it gets interesting. Either Charlotte can go Trey Johnson, they can go Kaman, or they can go Jeremiah Fears or Concandopo. I think that what they need is that they need. I'd actually like to see Trey Johnson over there, here in Charlotte. You know. But yeah, I think Trey Johnson, yeah, is gonna go Charlotte, and then Utah. Again, I don't think Ace Bailey's gonna get is gonna go yet. I think here. I think that they're gonna. I think that they're gonna get Jeremiah Fears here, at number 5, and then here again, Sadiq and Jordan Poole got traded, so. But this is, I think, where it's gonna be Ace Bailey coming into play here, and now we're gonna have this again. I'm not even gonna do trades, so yeah. Here, if I had to pick, I think I'm gonna go this guy. Yeah. And then we're gonna go Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn here is gonna go with. They're really good on guards, so I think that they're gonna go with guards. I think that Caspras go over there to Brooklyn. Here, Concandopo, I think, goes over here. The Suns, from that Houston Rockets trade. I don't know why the hell it says that. But I think that Phoenix is going to draft Carter Bryant. Then this is the 11th. I don't think that they're going to go with another center. Igor. I'm going to go Noah Asengi here for 12. Then I'm going to go with him. I think CMB is probably going to be the best out of this one. Here, I don't think... Derek Queen would be nice. So I think Derek Queen is going to go here to... And then OKC. I think if they weren't in this position, I think that they can go ahead and get Liam McNeely. 14.5 points in college. So yeah. But again, it's anything can happen. Wake me up inside. Call my name. Take me to my before I come undone. Save me from nothing. Ooh.